Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them all dressed like $1 million, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh yeah, out there listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey. Oh, listen, Steve Harvey. Why don't you join me? Yeah. Steve Harvey. Get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen. Steve Harvey. Yeah, join me. If you're with me, help me say. You gotta. Turn on. Yeah. Turn on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. So y'all can get it on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. Yeah, I got one. And I got a message for you today, too, something I was thinking about that might help you along the way. The thing I appreciate about so many people that I learned from, Bishop Jakes, Kenneth Ulmer, Donnie McClurkin, Kirk Franklin, Joel Osteen. I can't tell you. And many more than that. I mean, you know, I'm naming, you know, famous people because I know you know these names. But my father, who you never met, was so great in my development as a man. But my mother, Lord have mercy, my mother was. She taught me about faith. She gave me the things I needed to know about what I speak about every day. That basis was given to me by her. So many great people. But here's the thing that I've had to learn. And that is that if God got you through it, it's done. Move on. See, I can't tell you how many people don't really pay attention to that close enough. If God got you through it, it's done. Move on. How many times have we as people allowed God to get us through something, get us beyond something, get us over something, get us through something, and then even after its completion, we sit there and we dwell on it and we dwell on it to the point where it becomes an anchor around our neck and we can't move on. We can't move on because we just won't let it go. It's done. If God got you through it, it's done. Move on. Stop harboring on the past. Stop hanging on to every time you fail. Stop hanging on to every time you slipped up and messed up. Stop hanging on to every time you didn't get it right. So what? Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody messes up. Everybody don't get it right. Everybody struggling with something. You ain't the only one. But my God, man, if God got you through it, it's done. Move on. What you hanging on to it for? That's why he got you through it, so you can move on from it. See, a lot of things that happen to us that we think are negative or bad experience, these are lessons in what not to do. This is a way to have a bearing or look out for it the next time. You know, you got me once, you can't get me again. I'm telling you, man, if God got you through it, it's done. Move on. You have got to move on. I use this analogy all the time. I'm going to add a little bit to it. Bishop Jakes told me you cannot drive your car looking in the rear view mirror. I was talking to a young singer yesterday who I ran up into. And man, let me tell you something. This analogy, I told him, we had about 20-minute conversation on it. See, you know what your rearview mirror is actually for in your car? I was just tripping on this one day. Actually, your rearview mirror is designed, and this is what I use it for. After I pass a car and I want to merge into that lane or I want to make another move, I look up in the rearview mirror, and all I use it for, it shows me that I've gotten past it. I've gotten past the vehicle I was passing, and I got enough room now clear to make my next move. That's what I use my rearview mirror for. I use my rearview mirror to just glance up every now and then to see what's coming up on me. That's all I use it for. The rearview mirror, when you're passing through something, listen to me real close now. Your rearview mirror on your car is after you're passing something or you're passing by something, you can look up in the rearview mirror and it lets you know you're past it. You're beyond it. It's clear now. It's in the past. You no longer have to deal with it as the car that was in front of you blocking your way. You have passed it. You look up in the mirror. You've cleared it. Now, if you want to switch lanes, you could slide on over. You got room. But that rearview mirror also lets you see if anything is coming up on you. And you just need to glance, because if you moving forward, ain't a whole lot can come up on you. You just glancing every now and then. And it reminds you that you got through something and you got beyond something. That's what the rearview mirror for. Now let's talk about that windshield. Why you think that windshield's so big on your car? That's the biggest window on your car. You know why the windshield's so big? Because it's where you're going. Because even the automobile makers want you to have a wide view of where you're going, so you can see what's up ahead. They put lights on the car at night so you can have night vision and see what's up ahead. But you can, see, now, why is that? Think about that now before I move forward with this one. Think about that windshield, man. Why is that windshield so big? So you can see where you're going. It's way more important where you're going than where you've been. Don't you see that? That's why the rearview mirror is so small, because it is nowhere near as important as it is as to where you're going. Where you've been just allows you to take a glance so you can make sure you cleared it, so you can see if there's room enough for you to make your next move, so you can know that you've gone through it and go ahead on about your business. But that windshield is for vision. A man without a dream or vision shall perish. That windshield is for somebody going somewhere. That windshield is for somebody up there trying to make another move. I'm going to go right, I'm going to left, I'm going to get off on this exit, I'm going to take this detour, I'm going to handle this sign, there's a new route. There's only so many miles left to go. That's what the windshield got. Let me tell you something, man. When you see a mile sign, you driving on the freeway, you on the interstate, and let's say you driving to a particular city, and you see a sign that says that city is 138 miles away. That lets you know where you're going and you're on the right path. Now, if you keep looking in the rearview mirror, you'll never know how close you are. You'll never know. Because you're driving your car, looking in the rearview mirror. You all on the shoulder. You hear them rocks up under your car. You done scared yourself to death. Because you know why? Because you keep looking in the rearview mirror. Get out the rearview mirror. If God got you through it, it's done. Move on. So what? He don't love you no more. And, man, let's move on. If God got you through it, it's done. Move on. God got something for you. If you get out your rearview mirror and get up in that windshield, God's got something for you up ahead. But you can't see what's up ahead because you in that rearview mirror. If God got you through it, it's done. Let's move on. Come on, y'all. Don't let the past beat you up. That's the ingredients in the cake. You done made that already. That's done. Let's go. God, look in the windshield. See what God probably got something new for you. If you get out the rearview mirror and open up your eyes and see, all right, let's go today.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention? As usual, I ask for that every morning because we need it, because we want to entertain you, thrill you, put you in a great state of mind to continue on with your life's journey, wherever that may be. This is the Steve Harvey Morning Show. My name's Steve. You know, we don't pronounce the V or that last E. My name's Steve. That's what it is. The Junior, Tom, Terry, Carla. Shirley Strawberry.
Hello, Steve. Good morning.
Carla for real.
What's happening? Good morning.
Keir Spates, better known as Junior.
Morning, Uck.
The one and only Thomas Miles, better known as Nephew Tommy.
Yay. In the building, baby.
Yeah, so what's going on, y'all? What's up?
Morning, everybody.
Everybody good?
Oh,
Good,
yes.
man.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I'm here.
Another day, another chance.
Wednesday,
Yeah.
baby.
I love it. Mm-hmm. Hump day.
Do you know what today is?
Uh-huh.
That's it, man.
Huh?
Mike.
Hump day?
That's commercial, boy.
I found out that the guy who voices that is the guy from This Is Us, the heavyset guy that lost all the weight. The one that's
really?
That he's the voice of the camel.
Okay.
The heavy
Steve,
set
you
guy
don't.
from this-
Yeah, you don't watch
I have
This
no
Is
idea
Us.
what the hell you talking about.
But This Is Us is only the number one
exactly
TV
who's he
show.
talking
Yeah, it's the number one TV show on television.
This is us.
This is Sterling K. Brown is on there.
This is it.
Mandy Moore, yeah.
Make no mistake who you are.
Oh, that was
think of his
Sterling.
name.
Hey,
Yeah.
Brown.
Think of his name.
All right, so what else is happening now that we know who the camel is?
Thank you.
Ooh,
Couldn't wait to
might
get
be
that.
good. You know who the caveman is? Let's just name it.
Oh, that came in on that.
Who
I
is the
don't.
lizard? Say, mate.
I have no idea who that is.
Yeah. So what's going on, y'all?
Is Eddie Murphy one of your heroes, Steve? He's one of your comedic people that you love to makes you laugh. Yeah.
No, I mean he's greatness.
Yeah,
he's not my hero.
Well,
but he's
one-
sheer greatness.
Right. Well, it's his birthday today. That's what I was getting to.
That
Happy
damn
birthday.
Eddie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eddie, I want to talk to you. You treat me like animal.
I tell you what, man. He has, outside of Tom Hanks, he has the most $100 million gross movies in the history of films.
Wow. I
Wow.
believe it.
Cat that to the bank.
Yeah, you
Pimp.
used to start our show every day with one of Eddie Murphy's songs from.
When you think of love, gotta get it on your mind. Yeah. When you think of love, gotta get it on your mind. Yeah. When you think of love,
Verse 2.
gotta get it on your mind.
Eddie.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Steve, for that. Coming up at 32 after the hour, it is Eddie Murphy's birthday, as we just mentioned. So, Steve, we're going to play a little Eddie Murphy movie trivia, all right, when we come back at 32 after, right after this. You know.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
So, Steve, today is your buddy Eddie Murphy's birthday. So we're going to play some Eddie Murphy movie character trivia questions, all right?
All right.
So number one, this
Is this for
character.
everybody, just me?
Well, I mean,
Well,
yeah,
don't
it's
ask
for
Tommy, 'cause
you,
he know
but
all
you know Tommy knows them all. Yeah, yeah. We'll ask you first.
You can get them. Come on.
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
All right, Axel Foley.
Axel Foley.
Name the
That's
movie.
Beverly Hills Cops.
Boy,
Yeah, see there?
nailed it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Billy Ray Valentine.
That's
Billy
the one.
Ray
who
Valentine.
wrecked the-
When you think of love, that's trading place.
Come on now.
Marcus Graham.
Huh? Say it again.
Marcus, I don't have any panties on.
Marcus Graham. Yeah.
Welcome to Lavender.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's Boomerang.
Yeah.
Yes.
there you
All
go.
right.
Nailing this.
One of the faves, Donkey.
Shrek.
Everybody little parfait.
Yeah. Come on, Carla.
Ah, I like it like that. Boy, when that donkey be laying in that grass. Yeah, I like it like that.
You ready?
Yeah.
Reggie Hammond.
Reggie Hammond.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's the same thing. That's hold on, man. Reggie Hammond, I know. He's sitting in the car. Roxanne, you got a red 48 hours.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Roxanne.
And his name is Reggie Hammond.
Yes.
New
Yes.
sheriff
Y'all
in
be
town.
cool. Right on.
Y'all be cool. I love
Reggie
y'all.
Hammond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reggie.
Him and Nick Nolte, man, that was a good duo there.
All right. Quick.
Oh, that's Harlem Nights.
Quick!
Yes.
Quick! You killed my brother, quick! And you made me shoot one of my boys in the back of the head.
Is that Arsenio? Right?
Uh-huh. All right. James Thunder Early. You might not know this one.
Oh, that's what's that movie? That old timepiece movie. He was man, what was it? Cadillac?
Yeah, come on now. Come on
Boy,
now.
come on here, man.
Yes, he got nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's that movie.
I don't sing backup, Curtis.
Jennifer Hudson or somebody else.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Dreamgirls was in it.
Am I-
There you go.
It was Dreamgirls.
Come on,
All right.
Steve Harvey pulling it
Hanging
up.
in
boy.
there.
Yes, you
boy.
are. You're batting nine.
Talking it out.
Eight for eight. Okay, here's
Shimmer
the
got
last
soul.
one.
Shimmer got soul.
Yeah. Oh, I love that movie so much. All right, last
Eddie was
one,
classic
Steve.
in that.
Yes,
That
he
was
was.
good.
Last one. I know you know this one. Buddy Love.
Buddy damn love. Come on, Professor.
Yes. The Nutty Professor.
I'm Buddy Love, baby. Boy, when Buddy Love ass was in that booth,
Man,
and
that
him and
laugh.
Dave Chappelle were cracking on each other. And when he started cracking them jokes and he tried to climb out that booth,
Yeah.
boy. Boy.
Oh.
You got one more, Shirley?
Do I? I think I got all of them.
Right after Reggie Hammond. He gonna love this one.
Oh, yeah. I missed that one.
Oh, man.
Uh-huh.
Randy Watson.
Say it again.
Randy
Oh,
Watson.
Sexy chocolate. Sexy chocolate.
Yes.
It's like y'all don't hear me.
How could I
Randy
skip that
Watson.
one?
Randy Watson.
Yes.
That was my favorite comedy movie of all time.
It has so many moments in there,
Coming
man.
to
That was genius
Yes,
right
it
there. boy.
really
That was the
was.
greatest comedy movie
Yeah.
of all time.
Eddie has given us some great
Steve.
movie moments.
You ain't never met no Dr. Lucy King. Yes, I did.
I believe the children.
Boy, that tight blue tux, man. That light blue tux.
Just thinking about these
Classic.
movies.
That was great, man.
Oh, millennials, if you guys don't know Eddie Murphy movies,
Eddie
please,
Murphy
please.
Oh my God, Steve.
You got to get some
Teach
Eddie
'em
Murphy
well.
in your life.
Eddie cold, man.
Yes,
Eddie-
yes,
Norbit
yes,
was
yes.
cold.
Norbit was
Norbit
good.
was cold.
How you doing?
No, that boy, man, he's done some movies, man.
Oh, classics.
Them damn clumps, man.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Play
man.
all them people, man.
He should have got
Grandma.
nominated for that movie.
Come on, Cleta.
Come on,
Come
Cleta.
on. It ain't nothing but a short walk between here and there. Come on, Cleta.
That movie was pure genius.
Ain't nothing but a short walk.
Oh,
You walking down here, but you're limping back.
Yeah, we love us some Eddie Murphy.
He probably got one y'all probably ain't seen,
Who?
Eddie Murphy movie y'all probably haven't seen. Have y'all seen Mr. Church?
That's his most recent.
I didn't know the
didn't
character's
see
name,
that.
but
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Oh man,
Yeah.
total different Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Really?
I've seen them all.
Yeah, I gotta see that. I haven't seen that.
But back to Randy Watson.
Yeah,
Steve.
come on, Steve.
Come on, Steve.
People say children are our future. Let them live and let them lead the way.
Yeah, that breakdown. Yeah.
Show them all beauty they possess inside.
You better sing.
Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children laugh. Remind us how we used to be. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow.
Oh, we love you, Eddie Murphy.
Said, or I succeed. At least I'll do what I believe because the greatest
Yes.
love of all inside of me.
That boy sure can sing.
Sexy chocolate. Sexy chocolate. And then wrap his ass around that circle. Boy.
Happy birthday, Eddie Murphy. We
Happy
love
birthday,
you.
Eddie.
Murphy,
Oh, man. One of the greats for sure. Coming up next, it is the nephew with Run That Prank Back right after this.
Goody goo goo.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, Nipsey Hussle's murder suspect is captured. And Lauren London, his wife, posted a heartfelt tribute to Nipsey. Plus, in national news, Chicago voters, Steve, elected its first female black mayor. Her name is Lori Lightfoot.
It's like
Yes,
congratulations.
Yes, congratulations. Yes,
Wow.
yes.
Wow, that's huge for that city.
It really is. They haven't seen a black mayor since Harold Washington many years ago. Yeah.
The late Harold Washington.
Late great. Right now, the nephew is here to run that prank back. What you got, Neff?
Barbershop.
So loud.
Barbershop. If you can't talk straight at the barbershop, come on now, run it.
Cuss, this Brady.
Brady, how you doing, man? My name is Dennis, man. I got a haircut from you a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, what's up, Dennis? What can I do for you, brother?
Hey, listen, I wanted to get an appointment with you, man. Like I said, I was there a couple weeks ago, man. My first time getting a haircut from you. Did a real good job, so I want to say thank you for that.
All right, no, not a problem, not a problem.
Okay. Do you have any time available on Thursday?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you can come up there Thursday. That'll be fine. What's your name again, bro?
Dennis, man. Dennis.
Okay, Dennis. Well, I can get you in, Dennis, about 3 o'clock, man. Something of that nature. I mean, I normally work off appointments, Come
Okay.
about 3.
3 o'clock, you'll be there?
Yeah, I'll be there around 3 o'clock.
Okay. Hey, I got a little bit of situation though, man, that happened last time I was there. I kind of wanted to talk to you about it, man, because it kind of caught me off guard. So I wanted to holler at you, man, and see if we could rectify the problem before I came back up there.
What happened? What, somebody disrespect you or something? I mean, what was the deal?
Well, it really wasn't somebody, man. It was actually you.
Me? Well, I mean, what happened?
Well, here's the deal, man. When you was cutting my hair, when it was time to turn the chair, you didn't turn the chair with your hand, man. See, Brady, man, you turned the chair with your private part.
Oh, come on, bro. Say, Dennis. I mean, Dennis, I'm a professional, man. I've been doing this 15 years, bro.
Right. I don't think it's anything deliberate, man. I think you just do it unconsciously, man, because, you be leaning over on the chair cutting, and I think you don't realize, you be turning the chair with your private part instead of doing it with your hand, man. And see, my hand got caught out there, and I saw it out the corner of my eyes. I saw your private part coming towards my hand. I moved it just in time. You understand?
No, bro. Now, see, Dennis, I'm not understanding something, bro. Cause we don't operate like that around here. Cause I don't make mistakes like that, bro. I mean, I don't know. You sure you're talking to the right person, man?
Yeah, I mean, ain't you the third chair on the right when you walk in the door?
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about, man. And you cut me 2 weeks ago, and like I said, I really like my haircut, so I want to call back and rectify this problem. But, you know, you're going to turn the chair with your hand and not your private part. If not, we're going to have a problem.
Okay, bro. Now, I feel you, and I understand your complaint and everything. I mean, I'm not understanding what you're saying, but I don't do that, you know. But, I mean, we will be glad to, you know what I'm saying, give you another cut or whatever, you understand me? And, you know, but I don't move nobody, you know, around with my private, man. You know, that's just not me. You know?
Okay, I understand what you're saying, but I want you to hear what I'm saying. If you put your private on there at all when I come in there Thursday, then I promise you I'm going to jump up and we're going to have a problem.
Well, see, now, right there, Dennis, I'm not feeling that jump up having a problem because, you know, you don't really know me like that, bro. You know, I mean, I'm trying to be professional here and solve your little issues that you got, you understand me? But all this jumping up and stuff you're talking about doing, I don't know about all that stuff.
I'm trying to come in and get a nice haircut and walk out with a nice haircut. What I don't want to do is come down there, you lean over, put your private part where I got my arms and my hands at, and I got whoop your. Now that's what I don't.
See, folks, now you touching me wrong, talking about.
You talking about I'm touching you wrong. You touched me wrong 2 weeks ago when you put your private on my hand, man.
Thinking, folks, ain't nobody touch you like that. You feel me?
Say what?
I don't know who the hell you think you're talking to, man. You know, we don't right on here, cuz you feel me?
Hey, dog, all I'm trying to say is a brother trying to come in and get his hair cut and walk out feeling like a man. And not walk out feeling violated, man, because you done turned the chair with your private part all up against my hand and my elbow and stuff, man.
Hold up, boy. You know what I'm saying? I don't operate like that. I'm a grown and say, bro, you know, I'm trying to talk to you. Do you feel me? But now you done rub me wrong. Ain't no punk flying here, you understand me?
Well, ain't no punk flying there, then keep it off my hand, then.
Say, hold on. Let me tell you something. Say, man, we don't play that over here. You bring your stupid over here. I'm going to tell you right now, you get packed up like this. You understand me?
Hey, well, quicker.
We don't play no over here. This ain't a salon. It's a barber shop. It's real over here. You hear me? You hear me?
I hear what you're saying, but let me explain something. You quit using your hips in your private section like a pinball machine.
I'm going to tell you right now, boy, I will put something on your. You come up with that. You understand me? You hear me? I don't play that boy. Come over here.
Hey, dude, I'm just trying to come and get a haircut. I'm trying to get a haircut and walk out of there like a man, feeling like a man.
I bet you I'll open you up. I'm going to open you up, boy. You understand? Oh, hell no. No, kiss up. Watch out. No, that. No, come on here with that. You know, tell you I do something to your eye. What you want to be? This ain't no salon. This is a barber shop. Cuts, man. You understand me?
I understand. Hold, what?
Yeah, cut, man. I ain't got no time for that. Matter of fact, damn all that. I got somebody having a cut right now. I ain't got time for it. You bring your dumb back over here. You better come over here with your attitude straight. I bet you did. Cut hair. I don't do it. You feel me? I cut hair, homeboy. I don't do hair. You feel me? You know what, man? Who is you, man? You come up here. Yeah, come on up here and recognize yourself when you come up here. You know what I'm saying? Put your name on your shirt.
Okay. I'm going to put my real name on my shirt then. You want to know what my real name is?
That's what's up. That's what's up, baby.
Okay, then you might want to know what name going to be on the shirt?
I want to know what's going to be on the shirt.
All right, then. The name on the shirt is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Oh, man, say it before you got. Oh, my God. Oh, man. Say, bro, my bad, man. Oh. You got me,
Hey, I got one more thing to ask you, man. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
Man, Steve Harvey Morning Show, man.
What y'all think? Come on now.
You play too much.
Get a pranker song. Get a pranker song. It's going down Saturday, April the 13th, Glenside, Pennsylvania. Me and the beautiful Samoa. We'll be at the Keswick Theater. That's right, the Keswick Theater. We will be there. Tickets are on sale right now. All Ticketmaster outlets. We'll be there. 2 shows, 7 o'clock and 10 o'clock. Tickets on sale right now. Right after that, a week later, that is April the 19th, a Friday night. Me and the big boy, the one and only Bruce. Knoxville, Tennessee, Knoxville Civic Auditorium. Tickets on sale right now. Thank y'all.
All right, thank you, nephew. And congratulations. Coming up at the top of the hour, entertainment news. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
In entertainment news, Eric Holder, the suspect in the killing of rapper Nipsey Hussle, was arrested yesterday in L.A. He was in the L.A. suburb of Bellflower and now being held without bond, ending a 2-day manhunt. The arrest came after a woman who authorities allege was Holder's getaway driver turned herself in. She was later released without being arrested as she maintained that she was unaware that Eric Holder shot Nipsey Hussle when he got into the car on Sunday. Wow.
Oh, no.
Wow. That's crazy right there. That
I mean,
is really
you know,
crazy.
that could be true. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be.
They got to shoot
She was
him.
released. Yeah, they got
Yeah.
him. I think he's captured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they would have had to have some verifiable facts of that, and so that's what we got to shoot her. And I saw the picture of this guy. For
29 years
what?
old. Yeah.
Yes.
Why? Why?
For what, man? For what?
Just senseless
Now,
murder.
brother, your life gone too. But somebody can come visit you though. The brother's life you took senselessly for no damn reason, because you can't give a reason good enough for that.
Nope. Family, children, everything Nipsey had.
You're
Yeah.
inconsiderate, man. Thoughtless.
Yeah.
No regard for human life, man. I'm just telling you what we've become. It's not right. It's not right. You know, we've got to find another way to settle disputes.
Yeah.
We got to get some of these guns off these streets.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. At
This
a
little
press,
free country we got. We so free. We lead the world in violence, deaths by guns, gun violence, crime, prison inmates. And we ain't nowhere near the biggest country.
well, Steve, at a press conference on Tuesday afternoon, LAPD said they don't believe the murder was gang-related. Even though the suspect is believed to be a gang member, they believe it was more of a personal dispute between the two men.
What dispute? What's the personal dispute?
That was worth someone losing
not
their
worth
life.
that, whatever
Yeah,
it is.
killing him,
Yeah.
shooting him in the head.
Nipsey ain't shot
Yeah,
nobody.
Come on.
Yeah, that's right, Steve.
Because from what I understand, it was real stupid. I don't want to repeat what I heard
Right.
because I don't want to be out here one of them people that ain't got their facts straight. But what I heard happen is ridiculous.
Yeah.
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 As a matter of fact, no matter what I hear, gonna be ridiculous to me. So
That's right, Steve. There you go.
doesn't matter.
Nothing
Yeah.
excuses. Nothing.
All right, we're going to move on. In other entertainment news, if these reports are true, Wendy Williams and her husband Kevin Hunter may be separating after all.
What?
Yeah, reports.
topics.
Yeah,
Shut up.
yeah, reports about their marriage over the years. It's been rocky. They're nothing new, but the alleged revelation of Hunter's mistress giving birth to his child, well, that could be the last straw in this marriage.
You think?
Yeah, this is according to Page 6. They're laying the groundwork to determine how a separation would work because Kevin is Wendy's manager, don't forget, and both are partners in Wendy Williams and both are
How he doing?
both are partners in Wendy Williams Productions. And what'd you say,
He good,
Tommy?
How he doing?
He seemed to be fine.
I guess taking care of the
His
baby.
bills
Help
is
take
paid.
care of the baby, yeah.
How she doing?
Yeah. They,
That's really sad too,
it,
though.
it is.
That's
The
sad.
baby, yeah, you know.
Baby fine.
Innocent,
That's who's gonna
innocent
get the
baby,
bad-
yeah.
The bad end of
Right.
it, kid.
Again, they're both partners in Wendy Williams Productions, and Wendy still loves Kevin, but her health is at stake here. So, all right, Steve, it is it's time for today's headlines.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ann Tripp.
Thank you very much, everybody. And this is Ann Tripp with the news. Okay, President Trump has been threatening, to close the nation's entire southern border, despite warnings from some members of his own party that would have an adverse effect on the U.S. economy. Well, the president is now acknowledging that closing the Mexican border would stop the movement of goods as well as people. However, his position still seems to be, anyway, at this point, that it's more important to seal us up.
To me, trading is very important. The borders are very important. But security is what is most important to me. I have to have security.
But Trump could still change his mind. He's scheduled to visit Calexico, California on Friday to tour the border. Actress Alyssa Milano and Meghan McCain are both offering their support to Joe Biden, who now stands accused by 4 women of inappropriate behavior. One woman says Biden kissed her on the back of her head. The other says Biden touched the end of her nose. None of the women say the former vice president's actions felt sexual. Milano, who helped kick off and kickstart the Me Too movement with Tarana Burke, tweets it, quote, "I'm proud to call Joe Biden a friend. He's been a leader and a champion of fighting violence against women for many years." Milano adds that Biden is a warm and generous individual and how he and former President Obama launched a movement in 2014 to try to eradicate sexual assault. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi also supports Mr. Biden, but she's got a little advice for him.
People's space is important to them, and what's important is how they receive it, not necessarily how you intended it.
Donald Trump says it looks like some of Biden's fellow Democrats are trying to tank his possible presidential run. That's what Donald Trump says. The House Judiciary Committee is scheduled to vote today on whether to issue subpoenas to see the full Mueller report on Russian involvement in the 2016 election. L.A. police say they have the guy that they were looking for murdering Nipsey Hussle in custody. Authorities say that after an intensive 2-day manhunt, 29-year-old Eric Holder was arrested in a place called Bellflower, and that the arrest came after the woman, who officials think was his getaway driver, turned herself in. Cops say Holder got into some kind of an argument of a personal nature with the well-liked Nipsey Hussle on Sunday afternoon, that he left the scene, and that he came back and shot the rapper and community activist to death. The city of Chicago has elected a new mayor. She's both the first black female and the first openly gay person to head up the nation's third largest city. She is former federal prosecutor Lori Lightfoot, and she will join 7 other black females who are running various cities, including Atlanta and New Orleans. And finally, today is Don't Go to Work Day. So, folks, this song is for you, maybe.
Take this job and shove it. I ain't working.
Now back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
As we all know, actress Lauren London is dealing with a tremendous loss, and she broke her silence yesterday as she posted a heartfelt tribute to Nipsey Hussle on Instagram. She says, "I am completely lost. I've lost my best friend, my sanctuary, my protector, my soul. I'm lost without you. We are lost without you, babe. I have no words." Lauren had been dating Nipsey for several years, and they share a son together. Earlier this year, they did a really, really cute, really fly, Steve, photo shoot for GQ magazine.
I saw that.
Yeah, it's just really nice. Nipsey's murder suspect, Eric Holder, was taken into police custody Tuesday afternoon. He's being held without bail. The woman that was driving the so-called getaway cars turned herself in. She was released. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. L.A. is still reeling from this, the city. You know, I mean, people are still...
Rightfully so.
Yeah, going by his shop.
On the commercial break on my talk shows, I have a lot of millennials there. I've learned a lot about this guy. I've learned a lot about his album, Victory Lap, the things that it meant to them, what he was doing in the community. They're appalled.
Yeah, because he was a good guy, yeah.
Yeah.
My son is devastated. Trey?
Oh,
man.
Yeah.
Devastated.
really?
Yeah.
How we took Biggie and Tupac's
Yeah. Like
murders,
that.
yeah.
Just
Our
shocking,
generation,
just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like
And-
my husband said, you know, Nipsey Hussle, he was one of the good guys. He said he was making a difference, man.
Yeah, and I think I heard T.I. say that Nipsey Hussle was one of the ones they were looking to guide them into the future, the culture into the future. You know, he was the future of the culture.
Because he was a lyricist.
Yeah.
He could really,
There
he
you go,
could do
Jimmy.
his thing. He was a lyricist. He wasn't no mumble rapper. He wasn't no. No, last time that I checked, 5 chains on my neck. Last time that I checked, no smut on my breath. I mean, this brother was cold. Like, check yourself. Like, last time I checked, what?
Wow.
It's one of my jams.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle.
This has hit our culture just so hard. This is just,
It really has.
I'm
every day we just heavy with
it
this.
today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play it today.
Yeah.
This thing's going
Just reminisce today.
Yep. And the city of LA, like I said, you know, we've been in mourning too, you know, the city. Yeah. Wow. All right, coming up next at 34 after the hour, the city of Chicago has elected their first African-American female mayor. Wow. Congratulations. We'll talk about that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so last night in Chicago, they made history. They voted for the first black female mayor of Chicago. It was historic for that city. Former police board president Lori Lightfoot is her name, and she was elected. She will replace outgoing Mayor Rahm Emanuel.
Thank you.
Yeah, take a listen. So take a listen as the mayor-elect says thank you to the city of Chicago.
Thank you, Chicago. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. A few moments ago, I spoke with Tony Preckwinkle. In this election, Tony and I were competitors, but our differences are nothing compared to what we can achieve together.
That's good. That's good that because I heard too that Jesse Jackson talked about, because this race was so heated, that he wanted them to work together after the election was over, her opponent.
Yeah.
That'd be great. That'd
Unity.
be great. That'd be great. But that would be great.
I mean, it's historic for a couple of reasons, Steve. She's the first black female. She's the first openly gay. She will be, the first black female openly gay mayor, or she is openly gay. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, so that they made history last night, the people of Chicago, and they're happy with their choice for mayor-elect Lori Lightfoot.
Go ahead, sister.
Go ahead.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, not since Harold
They'll work
Washington.
together, though.
Yeah. I hope so. I definitely.
Yeah, 'cause
and we
both
need
of them
more
were
of that.
sisters.
Yeah, they're
Both of them.
they're
Yeah,
both
her
black
opponent was
women.
a black
Yeah,
woman, too.
that's what I said.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Yeah, that's what I
Yes,
said. They're both black women. Yeah.
Yes. So either way, we were going to have a black woman as a mayor.
They were going to
of
make
Chicago.
history. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why he was saying for them to work together.
Oh,
Yes.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, both of them were. And Chance the Rapper's father worked on Mrs. Periwinkle's campaign.
Oh,
The one that the opponent, the one that lost.
Miss Lightfoot said anything about Justin? No.
I'm sure they'll all work. Jesse. Oh, you said Justin.
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 Oh, it's Justin now since Chris Rock.
But you know what, though,
did
man?
say Justin.
I really think that it's a stat. I think as far as the Jesse Mullet thing goes, I think it's a sad state of affairs with the attention that they're paying to this right now, because he was exonerated by dropping all the charges. So that's what it is. Just trying to make him pay the $130,000 back and all of that. You know what? And then Mayor Rahm Emanuel coming out appalled with the decision and all like this.
Called a white
In essence, you know what? At worst, what Jesse Smollett did, at worst, we're debating over whether he lied or not.
Yeah, he just lied.
Lying don't take this much of attention, especially with the other problems that we're all facing.
Yeah, and in the city of Chicago. Yeah.
Everybody, listen. That boy, remember that boy in the Olympics? Didn't he go over there and lie about something? One of them swimmers. Remember that?
Hey, dog.
Yeah,
Hey, dog. He was on Family Feud. Ryan
Lochte. Yeah.
Ryan Lochte said he got mugged, jumped on over in Brazil.
Sure did.
And they said boys will be boys.
And shut all that down.
Where was the outrage?
None.
No. It was a lot of outrage. He lost an endorsement
Oh, okay.
behind it, but he was allowed to get up and move on. He was just on Celebrity Family Feud. He'll be on this upcoming summer.
Yeah.
Oh.
He was
Nice guy too, man. Real nice guy. He just, he tripped. So at worst, he's been exonerated. At worst, what we're talking about is, did he lie? That's at worst.
Well, he says he did. Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. So we ain't got no more time for this story.
No.
With everything else is good.
All right. All right, coming up next, it is the nephew with today's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today's subject. He prefers himself over me. But right now, the nephew is in the building with today's prank phone call. What you got, Nev?
Y'all ain't married.
Huh?
Who you talking to?
What?
Y'all ain't married.
You lie.
You sure like telling people off, man.
Y'all ain't married. Hey, check this out. I'm calling these people, letting them know that the pastor that officiated they ceremony, their wedding, his papers ain't legit, so they ain't really married.
Oh.
I heard
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, y'all sit back and watch me work. Here it is. Run it, cat.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Brian.
Yeah, this is he.
How you doing, Brian? My name is Daniel. Wanted to give you a call today. You got a minute?
Yeah.
Okay, listen. You're Brian. Brian, right? You're married to Althea.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, that's me. That's my wife. Yeah.
Okay. Got a question for you. How long have you guys been married?
Going on 9 years now. We've been married. Now, who is this?
My name is Daniel. Were you guys married at Greater New Missionary Baptist Church?
Let me see. Yeah. Yep. That's the name of that church. Yeah, great. About 9 years. Yeah, that's right. Why? What's going on? What you asking me all these questions for?
Okay. Do you remember the minister that officiated your actual wedding ceremony?
Yeah, that was Reverend.
Reverend. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I got the right person. I wanted to make sure I had the right person, Brian. So I'm sorry if it seemed a little weird to you. Here's what's going on. We've just come up with a new discovery. A lot of information that Reverend, none of his credentials are true. Everything is false. He's not a minister at all. He never was a minister. And every single wedding ceremony that he officiated is basically null and void. So, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you and Althea, even though you think you've been married for 9 years, you guys are not married at all.
No. Doc, you got to have the wrong person. Because me and Althea, we got married about 9 years ago, and Reverend he the preacher. I know that, Brian. I know that. What I'm telling you is, he never was ordained. He's never been an ordained minister. He's not a minister at all. So when he performed this ceremony, your wedding ceremony, he had no right to be doing that. You guys are not married. You know, you guys have been living in sin for 9 years. Hold on, Doc. Let me tell you something. I ain't been living in no sin. Me and my wife, we have been married for 9 years, and that man, he's a preacher. I'm telling you, he's a preacher. I heard him preach last Sunday.
Sir, as of today, he has no right to be in anybody's pulpit. He has no right to be officiating, whether it's weddings or funerals, no matter what it is, christenings for children. He's not allowed to do that, and we have officially stopped him from doing anything serving under as being a pastor or a minister. We have stopped that. But what I want you to know is that you have been living in sin, and we want to try and get you guys married as soon as possible so you're not living in sin.
Oh, no, Doc. I ain't been living in no sin. I have been married for 9 years. This woman, she has been taking care of me and my kids for the past 9 years.
Wait a minute. You guys have children?
Yeah, we got two kids, two beautiful kids.
Okay, then those kids are bastards.
Bastards? Hold on. Let me tell you something. My kids ain't no bastards. What about your kids? Your kids are bastards?
No, sir. My kids were born in wedlock. Your kids have been born out of wedlock.
I'm telling you, that man did my service, and he is a preacher. He's a man after God's own heart himself. He done everything that he could for me and my family. He is a preacher.
Sir, I know it's hard for you to swallow the truth, but I want you to know, and I need you to be able to tell Althea that you guys are not married, not as of right now.
No. Okay, so hold on. Now, back in the olden days, but before all these colleges and stuff came about, you telling me that them men back in the old days, that they wasn't no preachers, that they wasn't men after the cloth? Is that what you're saying to me?
What are you getting at, sir?
What I'm trying to say is back in the older days, back in the 20s and 30s, they didn't have all these colleges and all these degrees and stuff like these new preachers got these days. That man now, he was from back then. And God called them, and that's what they went on to. And all them people that they married back then, they did the same thing today. You don't need no degree to say that you're a preacher. You don't need no license saying you're a preacher. Me and my wife, we've been married for 9 years. My kids have been born in wedlock. We were married. We were married by Reverend. My friends and family, they was all there.
Sir, the bottom line is that you have been living in sin because you have not been married with your wife for the last 9 years, and your kids, I hate to say it, your kids are bastards.
Now, hold on now. I done told you. Don't say nothing else about my kids. See, I ain't no cusser, but don't push me. My kids ain't no bastards. You understand me? You don't get me upset.
Sir, I'm trying to give you the truth and try to get you in here and get you married so you will not be living in sin any more than what you are.
I ain't living in no sin. Look, now you gonna make me whoop your ASS. You understand? Me and my wife, we have been married for 9 years. Don't sit up here and call me talking about that we ain't married. That man ain't no preacher. You understand? Now get off my phone. That's my wife. Those are my kids. They have been born in wedlock. You understand?
Sir, I just wanted to call and give you the information so that you could probably stop living in sin. That's all I wanted to do.
I ain't living in no sin. That's what I just told you. You ain't hear me? I ain't living in no sin. Maybe you the one that's living up in some sin. Now, you ain't got nothing to say to me. That man that married us 9 years ago. Now, get your ASS off my phone.
Sir, I have one more thing. I'd like to say to you.
You ain't got nothing else to say to me. You ain't get your ASS off my DAM phone. Now, do you understand me? I ain't got time for this foolishness.
Sir, can I say one more thing?
What you got to say to me now?
I just wanted to let you know that this is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your wife, Althea, got me to prank phone call you.
Oh, man, no. Oh, Lordy. Doc, yeah. Doc, yeah, I almost went in on you, Doc. You almost made me go there. Yeah, I'm going to get Althea. You say Althea put you up to this?
Althea got me to prank you, man.
Wow, man.
Oh, man. Hey, man, you all right with me, brother? I got to ask you something, man. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show, man.
How y'all feel about me right now?
Too much.
Y'all feel good about me right now?
About you?
You need to stop.
I feel
you
nervous about
boy.
you.
Marriage license ain't legit.
Ain't nothing that legit.
Wow.
Y'all ain't married.
You quit kissing her.
Them kids and stuff, I ain't none of that right. That's all wrong. Them kids is illegitimate. Y'all ain't married.
Wow.
April 13th, baby, Saturday night. It's me and the beautiful Samoa. We in Glenside, Pennsylvania. We got 2 shows. We got one at 7 and one at 10 at the Keswick Theater. Tickets are on sale right now. All Ticketmaster outlets. You can just go right down there to the box office. However you want to do it, get your ticket. April 19th, Friday night, Knoxville, Tennessee. Me and the one and only Bruce will be in the building.
Tommy.
One show only, 8 o'clock, Knoxville Civic Auditorium. Bruce. We will be there slanging them jokes. And laying in the cut May 2nd through the 4th, I will be in Virginia Beach at the Virginia Beach Comedy Club. Get your tickets. They on sale right now. Bruce.
Tommy.
Why you say it like that?
That's my man right there. Bruce.
All right, today's Strawberry Letter subject is he prefers himself over me. That was not easy for me to say. He prefers himself over me. Thank you, nephew. Up next, it is the Strawberry Letter right after this.
Bruce.
Tommy.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, it's time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And listen, if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, submit your Strawberry Letter, please, to Steve Harvey FM and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air like we're going to read this one today, all right?
Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
Subject, he prefers himself over me. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm 29 and my boyfriend has me really confused. He's 3 years younger than me and we just started having sex, or at least we try to have sex. The problem is he gets really nervous, and when he's nervous, you know what does not work?
No, I don't.
I don't want to get graphic, so I hope you get the picture. So even though he says he's really into me and he wants to please me, he cannot perform. He told me that he is more comfortable taking care of business on his own, and he's been doing it that way for years. All of my girlfriends tell me that this is not normal, and their boyfriends love to have sex. My boyfriend says he does not want to lose me, so we should stay together and enjoy being together, but take care of our sexual needs separately. Boy, what? What? Does that mean he wants me to cheat? I'm so confused. Uncle Steve, do you have any advice to help my man to calm down before sex? I don't want him to be embarrassed, but I feel like he should at least try a few different things so he can perform. We're both late bloomers, so I'm totally new to this too, and I am willing to take it slowly for him. Please help me fix this. Wow. You guys are both relatively young, but yes, you're right. This is pretty...
They're that young?
Well, they're relatively young.
They're 29.
She's 29, he's 26.
What?
Yeah. And this is pretty strange. It's pretty strange, even though you're kind of young, okay? And I get that he gets excited being with you, first couple of times. I get that. I've heard guys say that. They get excited. They can't perform. They're overly excited. So, premature things happen. I get that. But
premature things happen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But
that's different.
Oh, okay. But
ain't nothing happening here.
Yeah, he can't perform. He gets too excited. But every time, though, and then just to give up completely and ask that you each take care of yourselves separately, I mean, he's just giving up and not even trying to get better or work it out with you. I mean, this is really, really what this is, what you guys have. This is a friendship. You guys have just a close friendship between the two of you. This is not a relationship between a man and a woman. This isn't that. What you guys have is a friendship. And it doesn't mean that he wants you to cheat, because if he gives you permission to cheat, that means he doesn't care anything about you, okay? So don't even fall for that. If you really want this thing to work, I agree with you. I think you guys do need to slow down, since you say you're both late bloomers. You need to communicate more. You need to find out, what he likes, what you like, that thing. If that doesn't work, I'm afraid he's not the man for you. Teacher. He's just not the man for you. Steve?
That's real nice. Really, thank you so much. God bless you.
God bless you, too.
We're going to pass the offering tray now. All right, the church response is over.
Whatever, Steve.
I mean, that was nice. You being real respectful and everything and trying to work out a solution. Ain't no solution for this. It's over. Yeah. This whole relationship is a wash. 29 years old, he 26. Just started having sex together, and at least we trying anyway. Let me tell you what this fool did. Problem is, he get really nervous. And when he's nervous, you know what does not work. And I don't want to get graphic, so I hope you get the picture. Oh, we get the picture. Oh, we get the picture.
Stop.
We got it. We know exactly what you're talking about. It's called ED. They got commercials about it. We'll get into that in just a second.
But first.
So even though he says he's really into me, he wants to please me, he cannot perform. I don't know how nervous your ass done got, boy. Now, Shirley made a valid point. She said when you're nervous, things happen too quickly. The problem is, according to this letter, ain't nothing happening. Things happening too quickly is premature. Nothing happening is, we don't have nothing premature. It never matures. It never grows up. It don't say, hello.
Careful.
Cyclops. I'm trying not to be graphic like the lady said.
Careful.
But I think you get the picture. Cyclops was a mythical Greek character that was a giant, peel-headed man and had just one eye in the center of his head. This Greek mythical character was called Cyclops. That's one way to look at it.
Okay.
Cyclops is tired. He don't feel strong today. He weak.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
His head is bloodied and bowed. He can't stand up to the pressure. He don't feel like doing the Star Spangled Banner. He can't stand there and put his hand over his heart.
He taking a knee.
Cyclops taking a knee. He's sleepy. Well, Shirley, I'm trying not to do this letter.
No, do you, boo?
Okay.
You know what to do.
He wants to please me, but he can't perform. He told me he's more comfortable taking care of business on his own.
Steve, she asked you specifically, do you have any advice to help my man to calm down before sex?
This ain't about calming down. He need to get roused up. Ain't no more calming down. He already down. That's the damn problem. He done calmed himself down to the point where everybody down. You got to wake up. Get up! 10 hot! I need all the soldiers out on the front line. I need all the soldiers out on the front. Woo! Calling all cars. Calling all cars. Man down. There's a man down. Cyclops is down. When we come back, you need to be here.
Yeah.
Because greatness is about to happen to this letter.
Part two.
I've played with it long enough.
All right, Steve. Part 2 of your response coming up at 23 after the hour. Subject, he prefers himself over me. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, let's recap today's Strawberry Letter and get on with part 2 of your response. Subject, he prefers himself over me.
29-year-old woman sleeping with a 22-year-old boy, so she thought. 26-year-old boy says he gets nervous so he can't perform. It's called ED, erectile dysfunction. But he can take care of himself, though. So that means he'd rather just be in the room by himself, thinking his own thoughts, doing it his way. Frank Sinatra had a song out, I Did It My Way. And that's what he in the room doing it his way. He says he's more comfortable taking care of business on his own and he's doing it that way for years. So this boy never got past the fact that you really supposed to have a partner. He been in there just whipping himself into a frenzy.
Wow.
He just been in there with his eyes rolled in the back of his head by his damn self. He been in there, man. I'm talking about with the top of his head on the mattress. He laying on his back with the top of his head on the mattress, mouth wide open. He just in there, boy, giving Cyclops the blues. Now, all of my girlfriends tell me this ain't normal, that they boyfriends love to have sex. Now, that's normal. Junior, Tommy, they here. Who you know would rather be by themselves than with some girl? I don't give a damn what you look like.
I really don't. One leg and one eye. I'm in
I
there.
don't care who you are.
Really?
I'm talking
Yes.
about no legs.
To be by myself?
Want no legs? Talking about she can't stand for this. I'm with you.
We in here.
Yeah. See me out at the club with a woman with one leg and one eye.
My boyfriend said he don't want to lose me, so we should stay together and enjoy being together, but take care of our sexual needs separately. Boy, what does that mean? He want me to cheat? Yes, with yourself. He wants you to do what he doing. He in there by himself, just done cracked every tooth in his head.
Himself.
Huh?
Himself, by the way.
No, his.
Why did she find an English class?
Yeah, Shirley, himself.
Okay.
He in there by himself.
It's his, and he in there by himself. See, that's not called him. That's his.
Okay.
Himself is he. You talking about you, his body, his heart, his mind. That's him.
Wow.
His self is his part.
Go ahead. I just had to say it.
You can say that all you want.
But what he in that room doing?
He in there with Choker.
Really, boys? Really, boys? Are we in?
He said that.
Are we in the 7th grade here?
Yeah.
That ain't 7th grade. That's adult. And I mean, he wants you to join in, but then I think he's also saying that you should just get you somebody.
Okay.
I'm so confused, Uncle Steve. You have any advice to help my man to calm down before sex?
She wants him to calm down before
He ain't got
sex.
Shirley. That ain't what it is.
Well, she's saying he's too nervous and excited. She's
He
saying
ain't
that.
nervous. Excited produces premature things to happen. That's what nervous does.
Well, okay. Perhaps she didn't put that in there. She says he gets really nervous, and when he's nervous, you know what does not work.
Tell him to get that medicine.
Shirley, he needs some medicine.
Some ice.
He 26. It's very rare. But Cialis has a commercial out that says, when you take this, there's some side effects, which no man cares about. They taking it anyway.
Is that for 26-year-olds?
Yeah, it's for anybody who suffers with it. You know, Shirley, it can happen. You can have a heart attack at 18.
It congests me. I get congested. I'm sorry.
That's one of the symptoms, Tommy. You're supposed to get congestion. Now, what you want? You want to have your head congestion or what? I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn what be happening. One of them say you could lose temporary blindness. I shut my eyes anyway.
Yeah.
Would you help this woman, please?
Yeah, I'm trying to help her. I'm just telling the side effects is stuffy nose and you get sometimes temporary blindness. I don't give a damn about being blind.
Or my head being clear.
Man, you think I care about my head being clear and me being able to see? Shut my eye. I can't see a damn thing. What I care? I need this here thing to be happening in here. And then one of the side effects is if you have an erection lasting more than 4 hours, call your doctor. Mm-hmm. I'm not calling nobody. I'm taking selfies.
For 4 hours?
Every hour on the hour. And sending it to people. Hey, dog, that's hour 1.
To the lady who wrote the letter, I
12:30,
apologize.
click, click, look at me
So
now.
sorry.
Lady, 1:30, still here. Yeah. He has to get some medication and some medical help.
I know that's right.
He's got to get some medical attention. And damn them side effects. One of my dudes said one of the side effects is you develop severe chills. He said he put a sweater on and went on in there.
With the work?
I'm surprised Tommy has not said a word hardly on this letter.
Tommy,
yeah.
Tommy know what's happening. Tommy
he
50.
already mentioned side effects.
He did.
Yeah. I don't give a damn about the side
I'm
effects.
congested.
But he is in there killing himself.
Somebody said one of the side effects was potential pneumonia.
What?
Whatever.
IV drip.
I had that before.
Hook me up.
All right, listen, guys, we got to go. Email us
When I
or
come out the hospital, where you going to be?
email us or Instagram us your thoughts on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM. Now, coming up in 10 minutes, we're going to talk again about Chicago's first black female mayor, and Donald Trump puts healthcare plans on hold right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guess what? We have a part 3 to the Strawberry Letter. The subject, yes.
You want to do this?
The subject was he prefers himself over me. A young lady wrote in. She's 29. Her boyfriend's 26. He couldn't perform because she said he got too nervous and he wasn't able to perform. So she wants to know what could she do. She wants to stay with him. He just thought that perhaps she could take care of herself and he could take care of himself, but they could still stay in the relationship because he loved her very much. So we're calling this segment Symptoms and Side Effects. All right, the three comedians on the show.
Well, what it is
Yes,
my suggestion to him is he needs some type of medication.
Yes.
Yeah.
They have all types of stuff out here now. You ain't even got to go and get a real prescription. You can go down to the neighborhood, and they got it for you down there. You can buy all kinds of stuff down there. Now,
Mix that up.
there ain't no problem. And you ain't gonna know what you're taking, but I got news for you.
When it kick in.
Oh. Everybody's concerned over the side effects of these particular medications. So, Junior,
Yeah,
let's start with you. What have you heard some of the side effects, and what would you do?
Yeah, jaundice is a side effect.
When your eyes
Yellow
yellow.
eyes.
Yeah. But I got some Visine, and you put a red light in there, so you get the color back looking like me. But I'm in there with this jaundice working.
Nobody want to do you with John.
Oh, this jaundice loving is good, sure.
Okay.
That's serious, Junior.
Yeah, get this jaundice loving.
Okay. You know what I heard?
Good. What?
I heard you have a digestive system problem.
Oh,
But guess what?
What?
I put them Depends on right in the middle of it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Come on,
And
boy.
going on, finish doing what I'm
Yeah.
doing, what I'm talking about, partner.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
what?
You ain't quit.
That is
Huh?
nasty.
Depends and some
Yeah.
Pepto-Bismol.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
my God.
Boy.
Yeah, here one right here I heard.
Be single.
I heard that if you take these erectile dysfunction medication, you could possibly have a heart attack. Well, ain't that what we in here for?
Come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Attack this heart.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make me feel, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
look
my
like
goodness.
Prince song. It's like having 100 million little heart attacks. Damn you. Crazy in love. Into one another like a hand to a glove. Boy, two people. Damn, Prince, I miss you. Go ahead, Tom Jr.
Yeah. Shirley Carter, we heard also that this new study came in, said that if you take a pill for the ED, you have your limbs falling asleep, both arms and both legs. But at that point in time, I should be on my back, and don't you quit.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, you keep going. I'm going to come back in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Do not drag our names into this foolishness.
Come on, Tommy.
Okay.
Hey, man, they say you can possibly get dizziness and fainting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is just have two nurses in there waiting on me to fall out.
Yeah.
Stay right there. Stay right there. I'm almost finished. Just wait a minute. All
Tommy,
right.
they got one out there I heard about too.
Uh-oh.
They said sometime when you take this medicine, you can suffer from a loss of speech. I've actually had that and wasn't even on. I've had that.
that drool on the side.
Yeah.
All of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Junior?
All right. Hey, they said this here. I'm not sure. But somebody I know, one of my partners, it might have been an off-brand, but he had scarlet fever.
What?
Yeah. It was hot. It was hot in there.
Yeah.
That boy opened that refrigerator and had two igloos of ice, and they kept working through it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they dropped the room temperature down to 32 degrees.
It means that much to you guys?
Hell yeah.
You don't understand. Ain't no
Come on,
stopping it.
Tommy.
Let me tell you something. I heard you can lose both your ears. Yes, they could fall.
Your ears just
Yes.
fall.
Yeah.
Yes, but guess what? Don't stop. Take both them ears and tell that girl to scream into them so I can hear how good I'm doing. That's all I want to know, baby.
Yeah.
Tommy, you know what else you
Scream.
could do though for them ears?
Huh?
Wear ear muffs.
You ain't got to hit
Just
it.
be up in there.
Yeah.
I'll tell you another thing I heard too, that if you take ED medication like Viagra or Cialis, you could suffer from flu symptoms.
Yeah.
Now, so I just take 2 cups of NyQuil with them. And whatever.
In the
going on.
Be all up in there, man, with this NyQuil on. Your breath smell like medicine. Yeah, whatever.
This is symptoms and
Y'all
side
understand.
effects.
Still here, though.
You understand how serious this loving is for me.
Wow. Who knew?
Yeah.
Who knew, Shirley?
Yeah.
Shirley Carter, I had a sickle cell crisis one time. I canceled the ambulance.
You didn't go?
You could have died.
I'm not leaving
you
right
could
now.
have died, Junior.
I didn't. Ain't I talking to you?
Oh, my God.
Let me tell you something I done heard, though.
What?
They tell you if it really get to you now, you can actually break out into some chicken pox. Do you know that, don't you?
He got a vaccination for
Yeah,
that.
I come in there butt naked with that calamine lotion on. I was, my whole ass pink. You hear me? I come in there strong.
Crazy.
What is with you with pink liquids? Pepto-Bismol, calamine lotion.
They got another one say that if you take too much of them at once, you can have severe toothaches.
Oh, no.
I said, fine. I just had them took out.
You'll have your teeth extracted.
Yeah, I took them out like that dude on Hangover.
Oh, God. We
Got
got
me
it.
some damn vice grip. I ripped that thing right out my damn head. It kept going.
Thank you for symptoms and side
You
effects.
bleeding on me. Hey, tripping.
Coming up at the top of the hour, we're going to talk about Chicago's first black female mayor right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Yeah, we've been talking about this all day, how, the passing, the murder of rapper Nipsey Hussle has affected everyone. His death has affected so many people from so many walks of life. Russell Westbrook, Steve, your favorite basketball player, dedicated his triple-double to Nipsey Hussle. He got 20, 20, and 20. With over just 40 seconds left to play in a fairly meaningless game between the playoff-bound Oklahoma City Thunder and the lottery-bound Los Angeles Lakers on Tuesday, Isaac Bonga, a 19-year-old Lakers rookie, badly missed a 15-foot shot. Russell Westbrook, that is not easy for me to say today. Russell Westbrook, the veteran Thunder guard, snatched the ball out of the air for a defensive rebound. He said, "That's for Nipsey," he declared, referring to Nipsey Hussle, of course. Westbrook's presence on the floor in the closing moments of an easy 119-103 home victory for the Thunder would usually have been odd, but on this night, the modern master of the triple-double was out there to grab his 20th rebound of the night. Combined with his 20 points and 21 assists, and the rebound made Westbrook the second 20-20-20 player in NBA history. Wow.
Man.
That's cold-blooded.
Yeah,
but let me
that
tell
is.
you something, man.
Sorry.
To get 20 rebounds in an NBA game, but I tell you what's crazy, 21 assists for real, man. Dog, he has the game that I would love most to have of all the NBA players.
Yeah, you say that's your favorite.
Because his motor, man. This dude's motor is crazy.
Yeah, he lightning, though.
I mean, he up and down the floor. I've never seen him, just chilling on the play.
No.
I've never seen him.
No. He doesn't take a play off.
No, this dude he's a bad boy. He has the game I wish I had. If I could have anybody's game in the league, I'd want his. Because he can go to the rack, he get rebounds, man, and, he got a jumper.
Wow.
That's a historic performance.
Yeah,
man.
it is, man.
20,
Yeah, it
20,
is.
That's
man.
crazy
He's
what
a
he did.
Dedicate that thing?
Yeah.
20,
And I
20,
saw
20.
that Crenshaw T-shirt he was wearing
That's what he did, though.
when he arrived to the arena. I saw that too.
He joined.
Wow, Steve, he's a bad boy.
Yeah, it says he joined Wilt Chamberlain, guys, who had 22 points, 25 rebounds, and 21 assists. I mean, for different reasons, of course, but yeah, really,
All right. That's great.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Are we proud of you, Russ?
Who's your favorite player, Junior?
Oh, in the NBA?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right now? Oh, Harden. You seen Harden play?
That's the
Now,
one.
Harden should win MVP this year. He really should. James Harden should win MVP.
That's the guy with the beard, right?
Didn't he?
Yeah, he won last year.
That's Chloe's boyfriend.
He won
ex-boyfriend?
last year?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Khloe Kardashian.
Corey
I don't
Kardashian.
Dated him a
I guess.
quick second.
Yeah.
What's she bringing that up?
I thought she was with Tristan. The boy.
Well, oh no,
Yeah.
no, not.
That-
no.
Well, when
Him
Lamar
too.
got
Yeah.
sick, she broke it off and went to go check on Lamar.
Huh?
Remember when Lamar got sick? Lamar Odom, when he got sick.
When he was out up in Vegas, in Nevada.
Yeah.
At the Bunny Ranch. Talking about then?
Yeah, you know.
Oh.
When you said Nevada, we knew.
Do y'all know what street that's on? Where is that place?
Don't know.
And you don't need to know
it's
either.
on the outskirts.
Oh, goodness, y'all. That's crazy.
Just run by there right quick, man. Let's just run
For
by there
what?
right quick. Just to see. That's all. Just to look.
That ain't my thing at all, though. I'm gonna be honest with you, dog. I can't really.
So if we out there, you ain't going in. You gonna just sit in the car?
No, I promise you.
That's what you trying to tell me?
I swear to on my mama grave, you won't see me in that. I promise you that, dog.
We go down to the Bunny
You
Ranch.
damn right. I'll sit in the car. I'll sit in the car because what I'm not finna do is be on TMZ at the damn Bunny Ranch.
Ain't no cameras at the Bunny Ranch.
They outside.
But are you going to be honking, though? Are you going to be honking the horn telling them to come on?
No, I ain't going to be sitting out there shit. I'm going to leave.
At the Bunny
Come
Ranch.
outside, you better have a ride because it's going to be hot as hell out there.
At the Bunny Ranch.
Ride share, huh?
But, okay, has anybody told him? I think he knows this already, but does anyone told him today that he's married? I'm just asking.
No, that's why I'm going.
I know I'm married today.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm
just
going,
checking
Sheriff.
because
That's
you
why I'm
sound
going.
crazy. Oh, that's
And
why
I was
you're going
married
Because
yesterday,
I'm going to see him get snatched up out that bunny house.
Okay.
Oh, I can see that.
Thank you, Junior. Somebody has some
Lemonade?
sense.
Oh, yeah. I can see that. As soon as his wife find out he
Why do
down
y'all
there.
think somebody gonna know we there? Ain't nobody gonna know we there.
Well, Steve's
Nobody
going to
ain't
drop
coming
you
way
off.
to Nevada. She gotta take these kids to school. She ain't come to Nevada.
Okay.
Nah,
I'm out.
Steve
I
wanna
bet I don't
sit
be
in the
down
car,
there.
then you sit in the
I
car.
tell you who ain't going to get snatched up.
Who?
Me.
You?
Tell you who ain't going to be out in the park like in the car waiting. Me.
Okay, let me do this. Let's do this. I got something for you. Me, you, and Junior rolling. We done went to Vegas. We done gambled a little bit. We rolling back to L.A. Car break down.
Hey, dog.
in front
What?
of
See
the
right
Bunny
there. Right there. Why am I driving?
Ranch. That's right. Mr. Pride.
Why is we in the car looking at these damn mountains after we done gambled and we tired? All them mule deer out there on the side of the road with their eyes looking at them head like scaring the hell out of you. Why is we doing this to ourselves?
You could have followed this joke with me.
When
You
everybody clearly got plane ticket money.
Yeah, go ahead, Tommy. Let's hear it, though. We
Well,
driving
all
back
I
with our
said.
broke
Yeah.
ass. Come
Back
on.
to the Po joke.
We in the van?
We
in the van with upright seats in it.
You gonna make it worse?
We in the Sprinter. We in a Sprinter. How about that?
All right.
And we rolling back. Sprinter breaks down. We in front of the Bunny Ranch. What do we do?
I'm going to stay in the Sprinter. I promise you, Tommy, I ain't going to the Bunny Ranch.
But what is hot? It's hot. You can't just sit out there in the car.
What are you going to tell your wife where you're going? Really? Tommy.
I'm going in the Bunny Ranch to call somebody to come get us because the Sprinter broke down. And I'm not going back out there because it's
So
too
you
hot.
not got 4 hours you going to sit in that Bunny Ranch waiting on the car.
You damn right I'm going to sit in there for 4 hours.
Why are you
It ain't gonna do
talking
nothing.
like that?
It ain't gonna do nothing.
We'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up right after this.
Check it out. The Steve Harvey Morning Show is giving you a chance to win an unforgettable trip for 2 to New Orleans.
What?
Experience a weekend of live music. Plus, you'll attend a private screening of the upcoming movie Bolden. Now, Bolden is a film about Buddy Bolden, the unsung American hero who invented jazz. This also includes airfare, 3-night hotel accommodations, and more. To enter and get rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com. All brought to you by Bolden. Coming to theaters Friday, May 3rd. That's SteveHarveyFM.com. You could be the winner.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Guys, we got to say congratulations once again to Lori Lightfoot. She is Chicago's first black female mayor and openly gay mayor. Ms. Lightfoot will join 7 other black women serving as mayors in cities like Atlanta and New Orleans. Ms. Lightfoot will be sworn in on May 20th. I'm sure they'll have a big celebration in Chicago. You know they will.
Congratulations,
Yes, yes,
Go ahead,
yes.
girl.
Yes. And in other
Got a
political news,
sister.
Steve, last week, Donald Trump vowed that Republicans would replace the Affordable Care Act, otherwise known as Obamacare, with something better. But it turns out that that's not happening anytime soon. On Monday night, imagine that, right? On Monday night, Trump dialed that promise back, at least for another 19 months, and then only if Republicans happen to win the 2020 election. In a series of tweets on Monday night, Trump wrote, "The Republicans are developing a really great health care plan with far lower premiums and deductibles than Obamacare." In other words, it will be far less expensive and much more usable than Obamacare. The vote will be taken right after the election when Republicans hold the Senate and win back the House. Meanwhile, Democratic Senator Chuck Schumer responded by saying the Republicans, quote, "have no health care plan. It's the same old song they've been singing. They're ready for repeal. They have no replacement."
That's a true statement. They don't have a replacement plan. But here's the real reason that Donald Trump doubled down and backed up. His party convinced him that if you run on this healthcare platform, we will get slaughtered because nobody wants to be without healthcare. And Obamacare is helping, and the Health Care Act is helping millions of people.
Yeah.
Helping millions of people. And if you try to repeal it and get it out, and that becomes one of your rallying cries for this upcoming election, the Republicans would get slaughtered. So they've asked him to hold off until he gets back in office again on 2020. Then he's not going to care how you feel because he can't run again. And he'll slice and dice up everything because he doesn't care how you live. Because he does not know how you live. He's never lived that way. Nor is he interested in finding out the real problems that people have down on the other levels of life. That's why they shut down Obama, replacing it until after the election, because he would lose the Senate then.
We just need it.
Yeah.
He'd lose Senate and everything.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It's a political move. It's strategy, for sure, what he's doing.
We need a president replacement plan. That's what we do. That's what we need to be working on.
Repeal and replace.
Replace him.
That is so true. Yeah.
Sure.
Gotta vote.
Yeah, we got to do our parts this coming election next year. We do. We got to do everything we can.
But isn't that crazy, though, Shirley? I got a health care plan, but I ain't going to tell y'all about it till after the election.
Yeah.
What you saving it for?
All right, we'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
So, Steve, today is your buddy Eddie Murphy's birthday. So we're going to play some Eddie Murphy movie character trivia questions, all right?
All right.
So, number one, this character...
Is this for everybody, just me?
Well, I mean, it's for you, but you know Tommy knows them all. Yeah. We'll ask you first.
You can get them. Come on.
Yeah. All right. Axel Foley.
Axel Foley.
Name the
That's
movie.
Beverly Hills Cop.
What?
Yeah. See that?
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Billy Ray Valentine.
That's
Billy
the one.
Ray Valentine. When you think of love, that's Trading Places.
Come on, man.
Marcus Graham.
Huh? Say it again.
Marcus, I don't have any panties on.
Marcus Graham. Yeah.
Welcome to Lavender.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's Boomerang.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
Right. One of the faves, Donkey.
Shrek.
Yeah.
Everybody love parfait.
Yeah. Come on, Carla.
I like it like that. Boy, when that donkey be laying in that grass. I like it like that.
You ready?
Yeah.
Reggie Hammond.
Reggie Hammond. Oh, that's the same thing. That's hold on, man. Reggie Hammond, I know. He's sitting in the car. Roxanne, you got a 48 hours.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Roxanne.
And his name is Reggie Hammond.
Yes.
Y'all be cool. Right on.
Y'all be cool. I love
Reggie
y'all.
Hammond.
Yeah.
Reggie.
Him and Nick Nolte, man, that was a good duo there.
All right. Quick.
Oh, that's Harlem Nights.
Quick!
Yes.
Quick! You killed my brother, quick! And you made me shoot one of my boys in the back of the head.
Is that Arsenio?
All right. James Thunder Early. You might not know this one.
Oh, that's what's that movie? That old time piece movie. He was what was it, Cadillac?
Yeah, come on now. Come on
Boy,
now.
come on here, man.
Yes, he got nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's that movie.
Don't sing back up, Curtis.
Jennifer Hudson or somebody.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Dreamgirls was in it.
There you go.
It was Dreamgirls. All right.
Steve Harvey pulling it
Hanging
up.
in
Yes,
there,
you
boy.
are. You're batting nine.
Talking it out.
Eight for 8. Okay, here's
Shimmer
the
got
last one.
sold. Shimmer got sold.
Yeah. Oh, I love that movie so much. All right, last
Eddie was
one,
classic in
Steve.
that.
Yes,
That
he
was
was.
good.
I know you know this one. Buddy Love.
Buddy damn love. Come on, Professor.
Yes. The Nutty Professor.
I'm Buddy Love, baby. Boy, when Buddy Love ass was in that booth,
Man,
and
that
him and
laughing.
Dave Chappelle were cracking on each other. And when he started cracking them jokes and he tried to climb out that booth,
Yeah.
boy,
Oh.
You got one more, Shirley?
Do I? I got all of them.
Right after Reggie Hammond. He gonna love this one.
Oh, yeah. I missed that one.
Oh, man.
Randy Watson.
sexy chocolate. Sexy chocolate.
Yes.
Act like y'all don't hear me.
I could
Randy
skip that
Watson.
one.
Randy Watson.
Yes.
That was my favorite comedy movie of all time.
All right, we'll be back with our last break of the day and Steve's closing remarks right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, wow, it's Wednesday. Yeah, hump day. It's been a good day. Happy birthday again to Eddie Murphy. We started the show off with you.
My man.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Eddie Murphy.
That's
one of
right.
the great ones, brother.
Yes, sir.
58. Wow.
Yeah.
Shot me in the pinky toe.
Remember his song, Party All the Time?
My girl.
Yeah.
Party all the time.
That was
Hey,
a
the other
jam.
day for closing, did I tell y'all about these 2 books I wanted everybody to get?
I don't know. You could always tell us again if you did.
I can't remember if I did or not.
I don't think so.
Okay, good. I was sharing this with the audience from the talk show yesterday. And I was talking to them because some young person was telling me, how do they get their business off the ground, or how do you make it prosper? Somehow we got into the conversation. And they were talking about, trying to figure this thing out. This thing called life that everybody gets stuck on sometimes, or another, trying to figure it out. Figuring it out can be difficult at times, you all. What I've learned to do, and what I'm learning more and more to do, is to ask God to allow his will to be done in my life. And that used to scare me. I'm going to be honest with you, because I thought he might have me want me to do something that was contrary to basically, you want the truth? Contrary to what I wanted to do. I was afraid to say to God, let your will be done in my life, because I was actually afraid that it was going to be something opposite of what I wanted to do. And I'm strong enough to admit that I wanted his will to be done. I was scared of it though, because I thought he was going to have me somewhere trying to do something I didn't want to do. But the older I've gotten and the smarter I've gotten, when I ask God, and what I've learned over the years, that when you ask God to let your will be done, it actually releases you from the problem of having to figure out what's next. Or it gives you a sense of peace and comfort in knowing that you have turned this over to God, which he would love more of in your life. And you've allowed him to drive, and you're allowing him to lead you in the right path, which he promised to keep that path straight. And so when you say, I want your will to be done, it's surrendering to his will, but it's also releasing yourself from the burden and the pressure of having to figure it out yourself. Now, I know that's kind of tough for some people to believe, and coming to that can be quite difficult. But you can do it. You can get there. You can have a relationship with him to the point where he leads you, and he leads you so perfectly. Not to say that there won't be troubles, hardships, and problems, but he leads you so perfectly that when you get into those moments where it's troublesome, he also provides you with peace of mind to get through the situations that you're getting through. It has been the most valuable lesson I've learned over the years. And I'm really starting to put it together this year. I'm really starting to understand that when one door closes, another one opens. I'm really starting to understand that no one has power over me except my Creator, because I don't give it to anybody else. I am really, really understanding how it is to live in peace in the midst of controversy and turmoil. He taught me that this year. He taught it to me. And I'm telling you, it's learnable. It's actually doable and achievable. That you can have a peace of mind by releasing your troubles over to your God, who has an understanding and a will for your life that supersedes anything you could possibly think of. His ways are so high above the way ours are. The way we function, the way he functions is so much above the way we can't put this together like him. And when you turn it over to him, it releases the problems you have a lot of times, the stress. It causes you to not be anxious for nothing. Turning it over to him, handing him your problems, taking him your dreams, handing over him these uncontrollable situations, talking to him about where you want to be, what you aspire to. I'm telling you, man, it frees your mind up. I hope that I'm saying this right, because I feel myself kind of being a little bit all over the place. But I'm getting to you, though. I want you to understand something. He is perfect peace. He gives you a peace of mind and an assuredness that you can't get for yourself, because he gives you internal peace, and he puts a calmness over you in the middle of it's like he puts you in the eye of your own hurricane. So where it's all swirling around you, he keeps you right in the eye, dead center, in peace. As long as you don't go out there and get in the swirl, you can survive it. That's what he's done. That's what he does on a daily basis. And that peace of mind is available to you. That dropping your burdens off to him is available to you. That not having to worry about your future is available to you. I've tried it, and it works. I would hope you would try it. Matter of fact, I dare you to try it. That's it. Drop the mic. Bam! Over.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Have a great weekend,
Good job.
guys.
Good job.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.